Welcome to RG News. Today we're going to discuss the top P10 AI news stories of August 8th, 2025. You know, keeping up with AI and IT, it really feels like trying to drink from a fire hose sometimes, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's moving incredibly
But
fast.
we think August 7th, well, it wasn't just another day. It felt like a real turning point, like the future of AI suddenly got very concrete.
Yeah, it's fascinating. You saw this convergence, right? The race for AI performance, debates about governance heating up, the scramble for talent, and these big ethical questions coming right to the front.
So today we're going to try and unpack the 10 key things from around that day. Help make sense of this AI tsunami.
Let's do it.
Okay, first up, brace yourselves, because it feels like a new cognitive frontier just burst open.
Uh-huh. OpenAI. They officially launched GPT-5.
And this isn't just like GPT 4.5, is it? They're calling it a unified system.
Exactly. It dynamically picks the right model size for your query. Little ones for quick stuff, big thinking models for complex reasoning.
So it feels faster for simple things, but deeper for hard questions,
Yeah.
like having an expert on tap.
Precisely. And the hallucination rate, when it just makes stuff up,
Yeah.
down to 4.8% on factual tasks. That's a huge drop. Sam Altman even compared developing it to the Manhattan Project, said he felt useless watching it solve problems he couldn't.
Wow, that's a statement.
Yeah.
So if AI is getting that powerful, what are governments doing, like strategically?
Well, that leads straight into our next point. Get ready for this one. It's pretty shocking, but also strategic. The U.S. General Services Administration, the GSA, they struck this, well, unprecedented deal.
Okay.
OpenAI providing ChatGPT Enterprise to every federal executive branch agency.
Every single one. For how much?
$1 per year, per agency.
$1. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's an incredible integration boost. Millions of employees affected.
Right, massive potential for efficiency. But critics are already sounding the alarm.
Vendor lock-in, I bet. And national security. Giving one private company that much access.
Exactly those points. It's this paradox, Immediate capability boost versus long-term dependency and security questions, a really tricky balance.
An irresistible offer, though.
Mm.
Okay, so OpenAI is locking in the current workforce. Who's looking at the next generation?
Well, while one giant focused on the present, another dropped a cool billion on the future.
Billion. Who's that?
Google, a massive $1 billion initiative over 3 years, aimed squarely at transforming AI education in the U.S.
What does that actually involve?
Things like free 12-month access to their Google AI Pro Suite Gemini 2.5 Pro, Notebook LM, VO, plus Google Career Certificates for all U.S. university students.
And I heard something about a guided learning mode to stop students just getting answers spoon-fed.
Yeah, that's clever, isn't it? It pushes for more Socratic dialogue, asking questions back rather than just spitting out answers. Yeah. Addresses those academic integrity worries.
So it's not just charity, it's strategic. Train the future workforce on your tools, get tons of feedback data.
Totally. A long-term play to capture the next wave of talent and innovation.
Okay, shaping minds is one thing, but then there's this other story. AI shaping our ideas about consciousness itself. It sounds like sci-fi, but apparently not anymore.
Right. This one really shifts the conversation. A global team, 19 top researchers, including Jeffrey Hinton.
The godfather of AI.
That's him. They published this groundbreaking checklist, 14 scientific markers based on neuroscience to potentially detect consciousness in AI.
Okay, so are current AIs conscious, according to this list?
The paper concludes no, not yet, but, and this is the kicker, they warn there's no obvious technical barrier to building one soon.
And the twist.
Hinton himself, he's publicly stated he does think current AIs already show signs of consciousness. So you have this paradox right at the top.
Wow, so the scientific quest is legitimized, but it opens a huge can of worms. Ethical, legal.
A Pandora's box, exactly. Which, speaking of rules and implications, Europe just made a big move.
Ah, the EU AI Act. Parts of it are now live, right?
Yes, as of August 2nd. And they're not messing around. Strict obligations for general-purpose AI providers. GPAI, they call it.
What kind of obligations? What do companies have to do now?
Things like mandatory technical docs, detailed info for downstream developers using their models, proving copyright compliance for training data.
Copyright compliant.
That sounds tricky.
And they have to publish sufficiently detailed summaries of what data they trained on. The fines for non-compliance. Huge. Up to 35 million euros or 7% of global revenue.
7%.
Wow.
That'll get attention. So a big compliance hurdle, especially for startups. and setting a global standard, the Brussels effect.
Absolutely. Plus, that copyright point could be a ticking time bomb for the whole AI economic model.
Okay, regulations are catching up, but that brings back the safety concerns. I saw James Cameron weighed in.
He did. The Terminator director himself. A really stark warning.
What did he say? Apocalypse scenarios.
Pretty much. He warned AI weaponization could lead to a Terminator-style apocalypse, drawing parallels to, like, climate change and nuclear weapons. He talked about the speed of modern conflict.
Too fast for human intervention. Exactly. And he referenced Putin's line about whoever leads an AI will rule the world. It immediately made people think of those real-life close calls, like Stanislav Petrov in '83, where human judgment averted disaster.
So Cameron's using his platform to push the existential risk conversation into the mainstream. Critical look at autonomous weapons.
Yeah, forcing a much-needed public discussion.
It's a heavy thought. Let's shift gears slightly. Can AI actually be a force for good in scary areas like cybersecurity?
Well, according to one expert at Black Hat, yes. Surprisingly optimistic take, actually.
Black Hat, the big security conference.
Yep. Mikko Hipponen from WithSecure, he argued that right now AI is actually giving defenders the edge.
Really? How? Aren't attackers using AI too?
They are, but defenders can use it at a much bigger scale. Analyzing vast amounts of data, spotting those zero-day threats, the brand new vulnerabilities, and slashing false positives by, like, up to 99%.
99% fewer false alarms. That's huge for security teams.
Massive. His point was, if phishing links get through, it's the system's failure, not just the users. So, build better AI defenses. It's a message of hope, really.
Okay, AI helps defense, but defenses aren't perfect. There was a big Microsoft vulnerability too, something about Exchange.
Yeah, a nasty one. CVE 2025-53786. High severity flaw in Exchange server.
On-premise Exchange, like the servers in your own building.
Exactly. But here's the scary part. If an attacker already has local access, they can use this flaw to silently jump into the organization's M365 cloud environment.
So local server access becomes keys to the kingdom in the cloud. Exchange Online, SharePoint, the works.
Pretty much, bypassing security policies. And the worst bit, it leaves no easily detectable and auditable traces.
Well, silent escalation highlights the risks in those hybrid setups, right? On-prem link to cloud.
Definitely. Shows how critical things like identity management are across both.
Okay, from flaws to efficiency, big efficiency news from Google Research, learning smarter.
Yeah, this one was quieter but potentially massive. A new method for training AI models, using 10,000 times less data while keeping quality high.
10,000 times less data. That tackles the whole AI is data hungry problem.
Yeah.
Right? Cost, speed, privacy.
Exactly. It could be huge for democratizing AI. Smaller players could build powerful models. Big boost for privacy, less data exposure, and maybe even greener, more sustainable AI.
That sounds genuinely revolutionary. Okay, number 10, bringing it back to the workforce. California's doing something specific.
Yeah, the heart of Silicon Valley is stepping up. Governor Newsom announced a major public-private partnership.
With who?
The tech giants, Google, Adobe, IBM, Microsoft. The goal is to train over 2 million students and workers in California for AI jobs.
So, practical training, like specific skills.
Yep, concrete stuff like Google's prompting essentials, access to Adobe Firefly, IBM Skills Build certs, Microsoft Copilot bootcamps. It's a direct response to industry saying, train people, don't just regulate us.
So California becomes a test lab for AI workforce policy, addressing the skills gap head on.
Exactly. And influencing education, though, raises questions about big tech's influence there, too. So looking back at August 7th, wow. GPT-5's power, the government deals, the education push, consciousness debates, security. It really felt like a watershed moment.
Absolutely. It shows these deep talks aren't just tech talk. They're about huge shifts in our economy, our society, even how we define intelligence. Loads of opportunities, sure, but also big challenges. Power concentration, safety, ethics.
Exactly right. So the real question for everyone listening is, how will you engage with all this? Are you going to be an active shaper or just let it happen around you?
Lots to think about. Join us Monday on RG News for the day's AI news. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell.